Okay, everybody, before we begin protein synthesis, which is in Chapter 12, Section 3, or looking at Chapter 13.1 inside of your e-textbook, we want to discuss the difference between DNA and RNA. So, looking at DNA versus RNA, the structure itself is a little bit different. We can see that in RNA, it's utilizing a ribose sugar rather than deoxyribose. Secondly, we have RNA as a single strand. It's not a double helix, just one strand. It's not going to be that helix that we've seen. It's kind of bad, but it's not going to be that. It's just going to be a single strand of DNA with nitrogen bases that will stick out from it. And then lastly, we don't see thymine anymore. We see thymine replaced with uracil. It's just a different type of nitrogen base. Okay, it's like a different flavor of our nitrogen bases, and uracil is only seen in RNA. So looking at the function of RNA, it differs from DNA. If you consider DNA, it's coding for the instructions that basically tell the cells how to make the proteins and what type of proteins to make. Well, our cells really can't do anything with DNA. It's kind of like a jumbled mess. It's just a jumbled word puzzle. And so RNA can come in and decode the message from DNA, and that's the role of RNA. And RNA basically will take the instructions that are from DNA and will direct the production of proteins inside of the cell. And ultimately what RNA is doing is controlling the assembly of amino acids into proteins. Remember, back when we studied biomolecules, we had small amino acids, and if a bunch of those were chained together, we could get down to the point of having a protein. Let's talk about three types of RNA. We have three types. We have messenger RNA, ribosomal, and transfer RNA, and we can shorthand those with mRNA, rRNA, and tRNA, messenger, ribosomal, and transfer RNA. Looking at messenger RNA, their job is to carry information from DNA to other parts of the cell so that the amino acids can actually get assembled. So they are the messengers, and that's what we're going to see occurring with transcription and translation for the most part. They're very active in the production of proteins. Ribosomal RNA are going to be associated with ribosomes. We know that ribosomes make proteins, and we see that the ribosome has two different subunits, which you can see in the picture on the right. And so these types of this type of RNA is going to be within those two different subunits. And there's approximately 80 different proteins that are associated with the rRNA. And lastly, the other important type of RNA that we will see very active in translation is the transfer RNA. tRNA is utilized during the production of proteins, and they will help to transfer the amino acid as it is going to be specified by the coded message within the mRNA. So the mRNA and the tRNA work close together so that these amino acids can get put together right in a chain so that we can eventually get the protein that we're trying to make.